Hi, my name is Dusan Bulut, and this is the Novi Sad Al Wagda 3x3 World Tour final recap. I will talk to you to our experience in World Tour final from year one. Year one for us it was 2013. That is our first time that we qualified for the World Tour final. It was in Istanbul. I remember that we have a problem in the beginning because all year long we didn't know how to substitute our fourth member. So Nikola Ugrica was fourth member at that day, but at the final Marko Savic, who back then still didn't know is he gonna play our organized basketball 3x3, didn't come with us, so we called instead of him semi-injured Nebojša Bošković, who later was a member of Team Olimp Belgrade. First time in that roster we came to compete with the high international players, and it was tough for us. It was cold in Istanbul back then, and first game we won, second game we lost in overtime against Caracas, Venezuela. Then we have a extremely hard quarterfinal against Team Saskatoon. Back then the foul out rule was on the point, so I was foul out in 4 minutes of the game, something like that, and basically Nebojša Bošković took the team on his own and show everybody that his leadership ability, and won the game by himself. In semi-finals we play against Crime, and that's maybe the best game of our tournament. We were losing all game, and 1 minute and a half we were down by 3 or 4 points, I remember that, and after that I scored back-to-back 2 points, and we 1 point different. But that was, you know, on top of that tournament. In the final, Ljubljana beat us fair and square, some 6-7 point difference. It was we saw that we didn't have quality for them, and we didn't be satisfied with that, and we returned in 2014 with high ambition. 2014 World Tour final was held in Japan, in Sendai. Back then you were allowed just to play one World Tour qualifying round, so we qualify over the Prague Masters. During the year we had Dejan Majstorovic to our roster. It was maybe the best decision, managing decision of our team, because he clicked with us during the first year, and nobody knew him back then, and he played terrific tournament in Japan. But it was not all easy for us. We also lost a game in the group against Denver from USA. And then we have a really tough quarterfinal against Piran, also quarterfinal against Crime, and in the final it was really remarkable final against Saskatoon, who was playing and beating everybody, at least 10 point difference. And I remember that Billy Murdo trash talk to the whole tournament, you know, you're not number one team, you're not number one team. After semi-final he looked in bleachers where Dejan Majstorovic and me was sitting, and he was like, you're number one team, we are number one team, we are the best team in the world, you know. And we just look at each other in the bleachers and said, we're gonna show this motherfucker who is the number one team. So it was 10 point difference for us back then, 21-11 in our first title as best in the world in club competition. 2015 was even better year for us because we showed our dominance during the whole year. We was the first team that won more than one World Tour stops, and in a World Tour, in the World Tour final in Abu Dhabi, we play, I can say, a semi-home crowd because our sponsor was in Abu Dhabi. We spent some period of time before the tournament in Abu Dhabi in training facilities here, We were prepared for that World Tour final. I think that is maybe the best World Tour final, but also there it was not easy for us. It was something to prove all the tournament. Quarterfinal, it was easy group for us. We beat everybody. Quarterfinal was one of the toughest game of the tournaments against Filipino. It was really physical game. Really a lot of dirty moves by Filipino players. They didn't know how to beat us in a basketball game, so they started, fighting. But we end up with the win. In semifinals against Iran, it was one of the craziest games ever in World Tour. We was losing, probably last 3, 4, 5 minutes. We come back a few times with the crazy shots and good defense, but it was 2-point difference. They missed few shots, and I remember I rebounded the ball. They were in a penalty, so penalty bonus. So I try, to dribble their big man and got to the foul, but I pull over across him, and Damasovic was all alone in 3 points. So I passed the ball to him. He was in a perfect form, and he was the best shooter all year long. I know that the ball is gonna get in beside that basket. So that was a shot for overtime. In overtime, in that small pause in between the overtime and the game, I remember the guys asked me what you gonna do this offense, and I just tell everybody, give me the ball and I'm gonna win this game for us. I saw that shot in my head over and over again, and I knew the ball will come to the basket, and immediately when I grabbed the ball, I faked the defender and faked Simon, and then he got jab step in the back, and I shoot 2 points and win the game for us. In the final, we play against Crime. We dominate the whole game. They are really tough opponents. We didn't score 21 points, but we really dominate the whole game, and I remember that the confidence was really sky high for us. We were showing everybody that we are the most dominant team this year, and that was probably the best year for us. After the 2015 World Tour final in Abu Dhabi, I feel extraordinary relief, because we prove everybody that we are the best team in the world. 2016, also back-to-back World Tour finals in Abu Dhabi. We play maybe the worst tournament of the season. At that moment, 10 days or a week before that, we won the World Tour World Champions with national team Serbia. We won the gold medal against Team USA, and one of my dreams as a kid is to score 2 points for the win in the World Cup against USA, and that's what happens to me. Not just us, but whole country was on the legs, and everybody salute what we did back then. So we came in that tournament really with a low energy, with emotionally drained and emotionally empty after big success. Previously, before a couple of days, so we played really bad tournament. I remember we didn't score 21 points, not a single game, not even 15 points, I think. So in semi-finals, we take a heartbreaking loss against Team Hamamatsu, who was really good at that tournament. They show that they can play on a high level. Their confidence was really great, and they shoot the ball really well. But we learned from it, and we came prepared this year for World Tour Final 2017. We start season very strong with 3 consecutive World Tour Masters win, and last 3 our form was a little bit down. We was really tired of traveling and competing, and competing level got higher and higher every year. The better teams are coming, so we took a little bit, punch in the guts, and I can say that we didn't like it, and we are coming in a World Tour final in Beijing with really high ambition and really motivated. So keep following us, and let's do it together. Let's write the history one more time together.